Alright guys, IRL is hitting me real hard. I've got no time for a video today. I keep seeing this clip from December of last year go viral and re-viral. It keeps popping up in the front page of YouTube for me. It's from Courtney Ryan, no clue who this is. Which guy would women choose? I've been dipping my toes into some red pill stuff. Not because I believe in it, I don't. But I do find it interesting to look at some of these communities that I'm not really part of on YouTube and in the streaming space. And I've got a spare 30 minutes. YouTube keeps recommending me this garbage, so I might as well finally give in and check it out. Let's go.
Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Courtney Ryan, and today we're playing a little game with a group of girls called Would You Rather. So what I do, I give them guy number 1 and guy number 2, and each guy comes with some baggage or some things going on, and they have to choose which guy that they would rather date. So
sounds good to me. I've got all the baggage.
Guy number 1 who makes $200K, but he struggles with infidelity and will have 1 to 2 affairs during your life together. Or guy number 2 who makes $40K and is loyal.
Oh, so the girls are gonna like choose between one of these two. Okay, I see what's going on here. $40,000 a year and is loyal versus $20,000 a year and has 1 to 2 affairs during their lifetime. That's an extra $160,000. Like, after a few years, that's like a house. This is a big... I know a lot of them are probably going to choose the loyal one because that's what society expects, but I actually think that's a lot closer than that because that's a lot of money.
I'll do guy number 2. Guy number 1.
At least she's honest.
So bad.
The 40K and is loyal, obviously. Well, for me, obviously.
Ooh, that's an easy one. I guess I'll say the guy number 2 because I couldn't deal with infidelity no matter how much money you make.
Loyal.
I would choose $40,000 and loyal.
Okay.
Yes.
Loyalty important to you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Definitely the guy who makes 40K and is loyal.
I can already hear all the red pillars saying, no, this is all fake. They're all going to choose the high-value male who has more money but cheats sometimes. And it's like, in actuality, no. Most women aren't like that. Most women view their partners as investments. That's why the whole I can fix him thing is so prevalent. And also why women have such a hard time leaving abusive partners. Because they feel like they can invest in a man who will then produce for them. The whole alpha male harem status thing, that's not nearly as common as red pillars like to believe it is.
Next one here is guy number 1 who is 50 pounds overweight and makes 120K. Or guy number 2 who is fit, nice arms, 6-pack, great endurance, and makes 35K.
Oh, I wonder. This one's a bit tougher, isn't it? Because you could lose the 50 pounds and then keep your 120K. Also, this does say something about their personalities though, doesn't it? Because if you're 50 pounds overweight versus being in shape, that shows like certain types of habits, and your habits are your personality. So like, you could also make more money too. I don't know about this.
Oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ. Guy number 1.
I'll take the first guy.
Yeah, 35K, that's like McDonald's. So I'll go with number 1.
What 35K is McDonald's? Listen, this woman's too good looking to be working retail. Maybe she actually does think 35K is McDonald's. What the fuck? $15 an hour times 40 hours a week. You're not getting 40 at a part-time job, let's just say. $600 a week times 52. Making 31,000. If you have 15 minimum, you're making 31,000 at McDonald's. Jesus. Of course, you're not getting 15 minimum at 40 hours a week. There's no fucking way. Unless you're like a McDonald's manager or something, you're getting like shitty 8 to 1s or 1 to 5s or 7 to 10s or something. Just like these garbage tier shifts. That's what part-time work is like. At least that's what it was like when I was younger. Haven't worked in retail in a long time.
That's like hard because like I don't really value money or like, well, I guess I value health. So like,
yeah, you gotta value something.
You can always change him. So I guess I would say the fit guy.
Okay.
Because I care about health, like physical health, because I think it.
It's just like your well-being.
Yeah, I guess that one.
I think being fit is important. So I want a guy who takes care of his health. 50 pounds overweight is really not that bad. Especially if
there's still hope, guys.
I have a more
hope.
active lifestyle, so I wouldn't mind helping him be more active. 50 pounds not that bad.
Guy number 1 who is a 3 and has a boat and a second home that's an oceanfront condo. Or guy number 2 who is an 8 but lives at home with his parents.
Oh my god. Number 1 has so much more going for him, but he's a 3. Like what is a 3 out of 10? We're talking like deformities, lost an eye, scarring, lost a limb. Like what are we talking about here? We're talking about 3. Like morbidly obese, like 3 is bad. That's a lot of money though. A boat, second home. Yeah, 3 is like a Harvey Weinstein or something. Hold on, minus the allegations.
Probably the first one.
Okay.
Just because he's doing better in his life.
Okay.
I'm not really
fair
one
enough.
for appearances. Like, I care about physical health, but like, other than just like being like healthy, I mean, you don't have to be like super like fit or attractive, just as long as like you're taking care of yourself. But he's
A
obviously
3
taking
though,
care of himself in
dude?
other areas of his life, so.
Oh, that's a good one.
We're talking like deformities at that point.
Probably the 8 who lives at home with his parents, especially in times like these. If he's saving his money,
Just blame it on
I don't see
COVID, dude.
why-
It'll
I
be
mean,
okay.
obviously, it would be better if a guy had his own place.
Guy number 1.
All right.
Whenever I see this woman, she always looks like she's about to get her hair cut. The way she's dressed.
I'd say the second guy,
Okay.
because that doesn't have to be forever.
Right. And how old are you?
I'm 28.
28. So is
Yes.
there an age where living at home with the parents would be a deal breaker for you?
I'd say, you know, life happens and, you know, if you need help, you need help. But typically, by the time you're 30, maybe it's time to get on out of there.
All right.
Yeah, you don't want to be bringing home girls to your parents' house. That's weird. I knew a few. They weren't 30, but I knew a few guys who did that in their late 20s, and it's like, oof, dude.
Okay, guy number 1 who is 5'4", 5'4", and makes $250K a year, or guy number 2 who is 6'2" and makes $70K a year.
Ooh, as a kind of short guy, this one's rough. I'm 5'7", Naomi's 5'1", so we ended up working out well in terms of height. Before Naomi, I dated 2 Asian girls who were also both pretty short. I've never had any luck with any girls that were as tall as me or taller, and I know the plight of the short man. I know I'm not like super short, right? Like I'm not like 5'4" or 5'2". There are some guys I've seen walking around. It's like, Jesus, dude, I'm sorry. But like 5'7", that's not bad. It is below average, but it's still workable in terms of finding girls. But yeah, like 5'4" versus 6'2", 250 versus 70,000. You know, 70,000 is still enough to like live a pretty decent life in a lot of places. So I think the girls are going to overwhelmingly choose 6'2". You know, the reason so many guys lie about being 6 foot when they're actually like 5'11", sometimes Dave, is because they know the power of the 6'0". You know what I mean? When it comes to like dating apps or whatever. So yeah, that's what I think.
Well, I'm 5'10", so 5'4" is a little too short for me. I mean, if you're 5'4" and you're super confident, that's really sexy. But
You know, fair enough. Sometimes there are tall girls out there.
Is, like I said, I'm 5'10", so 5'4" is a little too short for me. I'd prefer a taller guy.
5'4", 200,000.
250.
Oh, 250.
Or 6'2" and makes 70.
We might go for the 6'2" guy.
6'2". How tall are you?
I'm 5'1".
Jesus.
So even though the 5'4"
Come
guy is
on.
still taller than you, you would still choose the 6'2" making less money.
Okay, now we're getting black
Probably
pilled,
number
guys.
2.
6'2" guy?
Yeah.
How tall are you?
Yep, black pilled.
5'6".
Okay. So
Black pilled.
would
Oh, guy number 2,
how tall are you?
5'1".
Oh my gosh,
See,
so you would still choose the 6'2"
I had a
guy?
feeling
Oh,
she
for
would.
sure.
All
My
right.
boyfriend's 6'4".
Jesus Christ.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so you
This
would
chick's
rather have
getting
the tall
impaled.
guy than the guy who makes more money.
Yeah.
Okay. And what is it about the tall factor that stands out to you?
I just feel like taller guys, I'll feel more protected because I'm so short. I want a guy where if we're out in like a
Okay, that's BS. All right, listen. I know lots of girls say this. They want to feel protected by a larger guy, a taller guy, but that's like, how do you think it's gonna play out? Like, if you're getting mugged, the mugger pulls out like a gun. Are you gonna use it as like a body shield? Like, what are you talking about here? I don't think tall guys are actually able to meaningfully protect you all that more than short guys, unless we're talking purely hand to hand with no weapons. And even that, like, when's that gonna happen? And even then, you might have a guy who's like trained in martial arts, but even then, it's like such wild cover of dime store smut thinking. You know what I mean? What's actually going on here is you like the look of taller guys. That's it. The actual protection thing, lots of people say that's part of it, but it's not really part of it. It just feels like it's part of it. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm making any sense here.
Maybe 6'2".
Okay, and how tall are you?
I'm 5'2".
Okay,
So I guess I can't be too picky.
right. But if you had to choose, you would choose the taller guy versus the guy who makes more money?
Maybe, yes.
Okay.
Damn.
Gotta go for the taller guy.
How tall are you?
5'3".
Oh, okay.
Oh my
Even if he's
God.
still taller than you, you would still choose the really
All
tall
the
guy.
short
I'm always
kings
in heels,
taking
so
black
I'm going
pills.
to be taller than him.
Okay. Next one is guy number 1 who is a 4 but pays for everything, is a provider, and you don't have to work. Or guy number 2 who is a 10 but you're the breadwinner.
This one's got to be number 1, right? I hear so much from women, even like, not even like trad women, just all types of women. They're like, man, I would love to spend more time at home. That's so common nowadays. Like, I think the answer has to be 1.
1. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, for sure, guy number 1.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah,
You don't
I'm
wanna
right
be the
here. I'm right.
breadwinner.
I don't mind being the breadwinner, so I'll say the 10.
Okay.
And I still make a
Oh,
So
damn.
attraction to the person in this case would be more important to you
A queen.
than the money.
Yes.
Okay.
The first one.
Okay.
Because, yeah, like I said, I don't really care about looks, but also I'm kind of like old-fashioned, and like I kind of do think that a man has this, like men and women have certain roles, and yeah, I think a man should like kind of be more financially stable. I guess in like a committed relationship.
Yeah.
Like as opposed to the woman being the breadwinner. Also, I have a lot of like passions and hobbies, so I think that'd be really cool if I could just stay home and pursue them.
Dude, everyone has passions and hobbies that they want to stay home and pursue. Like, are you kidding me? This is literally fun to my lifestyle shit. It's kind of strange because like this is the kind of thing that red pillars want, right? They want that trad wife to stay at home and take care of the house. It's like, Jesus, aren't you just cucking out to them in a sense, because you're off slaving away 9 to 5, shitty job. They're at home having all the fun. They're like hanging out with people. They're doing all things they love. Like, damn. I don't know about you guys, but I want my woman working. I want her making some fucking money.
Guy number 1 who is 54 years old making $170,000 a year. Or guy number 2 who is 30 making $45,000 a year.
Oh my God, 54. That's a huge age gap. Like, these girls look like they're in their 20s mainly, right? Like, 54. Also, you have to take into account the fact that you make more money generally as you get older. So the 30-year-old guy making 45 might actually be making 170 when he's 54. Like, there's a return on investment here. It's got to be number 2. Like, I know there's that meme of like the late teens, early 20s girl who's like fucking around with 45-year-old, 50-year-old guys. She's having sex with all of her dad's friends and stuff, and it's all real weird and awkward. But like, that can't be that common, right?
See, I don't really care much about age. I've dated guys
Yes, you
that have
fucking
been,
do.
like older than me and stuff.
Okay.
Not
What's the oldest guy you dated?
I gotta think. Somewhere in their 40s. I don't think I've gotten up to 50 before, but so I don't really care about
Jesus.
that. But also, is it dating or marrying? Just it doesn't
Whatever you want
matter.
for yourself. If
For
you wanna get
dating, I
married-
guess it doesn't really matter. I guess I would pick the older one because he makes. more, I
Fuck,
guess.
dude.
That sounds superficial, but for marrying, probably the younger one, just because we're more.
Wait, didn't she say she didn't care about money before?
I would prefer a guy closer to my age. I don't think the 54-year-old would. If he's like my dad's age, I think that would be a little strange for me personally. I mean, some girls are into that, but probably the 30-year-old would.
I would
Thank
give
God.
myself about a 10-year gap.
Okay.
And
That's pretty
so
normal,
since
I've
I'm
noticed, too.
28,
I would do the younger one.
Younger one?
Yes.
What is the like age cap for you? Like, what is the oldest guy that you would date?
This looks like a girl that I went to university with. I wonder if it's her. If she's anything like she was back in school, that danger hair look she's got really fits.
I think early 30s.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Guy number 2, not into older men.
Okay. What is the oldest guy that you would date?
I would date a guy who may be at most 10 years older than me.
Okay. And you said you're 21, so.
Okay. Hold on, dude. 21 would date a 31-year-old man, but you're not into older guys. I mean, not into 50-year-old older guys. Fair enough, but like a 10-year age gap is still a reasonably big age gap, man. Like, I know that Naomi's 10 years younger than me. I know, for example, Sargon's wife is 10 years younger than him. Dave's girlfriend is like 8 years younger. Medicare, Jim's girl, Jade, is 10 years younger. Like, a 10-year age gap seems to be pretty common nowadays, actually. And like, why, if a mid-30s guy can pull a mid-20s girl, why wouldn't he? You know, I've actually heard from a lot of women my age, in fact, some of them from my high school year, who have said, why are you dating someone who's 10 years younger than you? And it's like, well, because I can. The 10-year age gap just seems to be becoming more and more common because, frankly, millennial women are awful, man. I don't want to date millennial women. I'm happy dating a Zoomer. And meanwhile, you got like these early 20-somethings who, unlike some of their peers, are actually willing to settle down early, and they can actually grab, say, an early 30s guy who's looking for a long-term relationship, right? It's a weird dynamic happening right now where some girls will refuse to settle down in their 20s, try to settle down in their 30s, and then realize that the guys that they were fucking around with, who are around the same age as them, aren't interested in them anymore because now they can pull the next bunch of 20-somethings coming up. And if those 20-somethings actually want a stable relationship, well, then the 30-year-old girl's out of luck, right? Now, I'm not saying it's fucking hopeless for these women. I'm not going, you know, full black pill, empty egg carton Stefan Molyneux tier stuff here. What I'm saying, though, is if you're in like your early 30s or your mid 30s and you have the option between a woman who is around your age and who has done her sleeping around, especially if you haven't done yours yet, because sometimes the 20s is kind of dry for guys, her versus an early to mid 20-something girl who wants to settle down right now, everything else being equal, who would that guy choose? Most of the time it's going to be the 20-something girl, right? Like, there's a harsh calculus when it comes to talking about this sort of thing.
Guy number 1 who is a 9 but can't satisfy you in the bedroom, or guy
Oof.
number 2 who is a 5 but you have a great sex life.
A 9 but can't satisfy you in the bedroom. I feel like a lot of the answers of the women who are, say, less sexually experienced will be 1, but the ones who have actually had, you know, bad sexual encounters, it's going to be 2.
Oh, guy number 2 for sure.
I'd say guy number 2.
Sex life.
Okay.
Yep.
We're going with the 5.
I guess the 5.
The 5?
It's great sex life, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the 9.
Okay.
Oh.
And not so great sex life. I mean, I feel like those go hand in hand, so that's hard to answer.
Right.
No, no
Or
way
if
it
you're
does.
Really
Listen,
attracted to someone.
Yeah,
you
listen,
would that,
listen.
Yeah.
Listen, if you're like if you're like a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10 guy just getting by just based off your looks, it's going to be very similar to the 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10 girl that just starfishes in bed. You know what I mean? Being good looking does not mean that you're good at having sex.
And then this one's a little bit different, but guy number 1 who
Okay,
would
let's see.
be your husband making $60,000 a year, or guy number 2 who would be a sugar daddy that gives you $15K a
Ooh.
month.
If you're on Fresh and Fit or some other kind of red pill podcast, they're all going to say that every girl chooses 2, because it's a sign of status, you know, to be a part of a high value man's harem. But again, there's no way. Absolutely not. That's cope. There was a study I read a few years ago. I forget what it was called, but basically the idea was if you put together all else equal, you put together a guy who has a lot of money but no actual skills or ability to iterate, like he inherited his money basically, versus a guy who has way less money but he's highly competent. Women tend to choose the competent guy because they see him, again, as an investment. The whole women are attracted to money thing, it's kind of true, but it's not quite true. It's more like women are attracted to competence, and money can be a sign of competence. And even then, they still want exclusivity. They still want to have a family. It's not all about hypergamy and being part of the harem of a high value male. That stuff's all, it happens like sometimes, but it's largely nonsense.
The husband. Yeah, I'm not into all that
obviously,
stuff,
right?
so
Obviously.
just the husband would be fine.
Guy number 1, $60,000 isn't too bad.
Okay. So you'd rather have the committed, loyal husband versus the sugar daddy side piece type of situation. All right.
Oh, that would be nice. But I think long term, probably guy number 1.
Okay.
Yes.
Wait,
I
that was a
think
bit,
15
that was a bit
so
spicy. That one.
We're gonna go with the husband.
She almost didn't take it.
Commitment and
Okay.
Family.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's a really good question. Oh man. Okay, so either husband making less or sugar daddy.
I think she wants to choose sugar daddy. Doesn't want to say it.
Man, both good. Both, like,
If you're taking this long, you want to say it. It's what you want, but you don't want to say it.
Man, I'm gonna go with the husband.
Okay.
To be honest.
I don't
Guy
believe
number
it.
1.
So you choose the husband and the commitment versus a sugar daddy.
Yeah.
The husband.
Husband?
Yes.
Yeah, because the sugar daddy, he's expecting something from you. You know, it's not
Yes.
just giving it. Alright guys, that is all I have for this video. If you liked it or found it helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And
Do not do any of that. Thumbs up mine instead, because I don't even know who this fucking bitch is. Hopefully now that I've watched this fucking thing, it'll stop popping up in my YouTube recommendations every 5 fucking seconds. One of the main reasons I wanted to watch this video, though, aside from getting it out of my notifications list, is that, like, I don't believe in the whole red pill thing. I think the reason the red pill right now is blowing up online and like BreadTube and LeftyTube is like just collapsed and fallen by the wayside is because the red pillars, they're talking about certain things that they are correct on, and like more lefty types just don't want to acknowledge it. They're just going to call you like a misogynist or whatever if you even dare talk about the problem. But even though they're correct in some limited ways, they are ultimately wrong about relationships and about women. Maybe I gotta start looking more at this stuff, because there's definitely like, there's a very strange, like, how do I want to put this? It's like, okay, like, have you ever seen like that good looking dude? He's in like a good college program, or he has like a good job, he's making good money, he's like 6'2", he's reasonably attractive, and this guy's like black pilled, like, I'm never gonna find a girl, dude, I'm never gonna, it's like, holy shit, what the fuck is happening to everyone that they're all like self-sabotaging and self-destructing like this? Like, I'm a 5'7" fat guy, I'm not attractive, but I still managed to get a girlfriend. This is something that you can do. You can have a meaningful relationship, and you're not just fucking doomed, okay? And I really think the doomerism of this community is kind of seeping out into the rest of the internet, and it's not good. It's not good, guys. Anyway, that's the video for today. I have to get out of here. My time is up. I will see you guys next time. I love you. Oh god. I'm being recommended more of her videos now. God fucking damn it.